Inclusive economies must involve working women with families. The Philippines' first female Chief Justice tells business delegates of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC, to make the workplace more flexible to women struggling to balance careers and families. Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno talks about women's empowerment at the APEC Business Advisory Council Women's Luncheon. Instead of citing cold figures, Sereno draws from her own personal experience of raising a family while making a career as a top lawyer and professor.
I opted out of that fast track to go into the academe, which would allow me to have more control of my time. And I was given all the dire warnings that very, very ambitious people give talented individuals. You are going to regret forever your decision. When your kids hit high school and you cannot afford to give them the best kind of education, you will come to regret it. You are afraid of success. All of those stereotypical analysis of why an individual should choose a different path, even though a very fantastic career opening is already there, just waiting to be grabbed and nurtured and developed. I did not need to speak to those warnings because it was very clear to me that if I do not succeed as an individual in my basic core function, which is to be a mother who is able to care for her children, to allow the family to be centered on the correct set of values, even while I am developing my intellectual side, and of course, my need to also feel that I can contribute to the community. If I do not attend to that, I will forever not know myself anymore. And so I opted out. And by God's grace, I got fantastic consultancies, one after the other, even while I was raising 2 children. Sometimes I would bring the 2 children to consultancy meetings. They would find it funny. When I got my graduate degree in Ann Arbor, I brought 2 children along with me on the stage to accept my diploma. So what I thought I was saying is, I am comfortable with myself, and I will be as excellent I can be in whatever position has been open to me. Now, those people who told me you will forever regret it cannot say that anymore because I am Chief Justice.
Sereno urges the council to ensure that more women become heads of business. One example is by not discriminating against women with career gaps, to give birth and to take care of ailing relatives. She also wants businesses to put up daycares in offices. But Sereno says women, above all, must show their own leadership style at work.
What is wrong with not being aggressive? What is wrong with being very considerate of the feelings of another person? That is why when the occasion is appropriate, I talk my role as a mother and now a grandmother. When I can, I bring my children with me. I talk about my family because these used to be taboo subjects when it comes to formal discussions or even business discussions. But why should they be? They are part of who we are. I cannot be a good Chief Justice if I cannot recognize that part of myself. To deny that is to have a broken personality. So why don't we bring about wholeness again?
Women's empowerment is one of the pillars of the Council's inclusive growth agenda. After all, the Philippines tops global surveys in gender equality. But delegates say more work must be done to ensure that women from all 21 APEC economies, especially those in micro, small, and medium enterprises, benefit from regional integration and truly become engines of economic growth. Ayi Makaraig, Rappler, Manila.